Hey guys, hey, please like this video. Like, yeah, right. I should have just been live. It wasn't that important. I just couldn't believe the stupidity of it all. So let's be clear what happened. I gave my honest assessment of what the B sector be saying, like I normally do. And these bitches, instead of looking at the facts of what the community feel, they want to lie on me. I don't know how many times I have to tell these weird ass people, SNAP, which is food stamps, is different than public assistance. Two totally different programs. Is it a form up? Yes, it is. And I always said that. It's not my fault these dumbass bitches wanted to take it to something else. I hate when people have to argue a point that you didn't make to make themselves seem right. Doesn't that make you automatically stupid? You cannot argue a point I never fucking made. The only thing I said was there's a difference between SNAP and public assistance. And when that thing was drawn up, it clearly was. When it was like, what is SNAP? Food stamp. What is PA? Rent payment, this and this and that, which I don't get. Just because I'm not on here begging like your favorite CCs that got Tulsa's houses and corporate jobs. It's sad when you be real that people try to turn into something else. And then Lolo, first of all, you claim you don't even know that there was slavery. And he was literally born during slavery. There was slavery going on during the 60s and 70s. And there was big racism going on. You claim not to understand that. So when I say I'm not shading nobody, there clearly was a lot of child left behind. That's why they made that rule. And they still making child left behind. Then we got this fat, ugly nigga of Detroit. He acting like he don't understand what boundaries is. I don't want to talk to you. This nigga stay hitting links after me or whatever, trying to talk to me. I don't talk to dusty ass niggas. What he fails to understand is if your children are not on public assistance, I don't know how it goes for any other state. I just know New York City. All my children, they dad name is on the birth certificate. Period. So if you are on benefits, it's no longer the rules done changed as we gained up. But I'm talking about when I started having children. What was that? 2020, New York State puts the child father on food stamp. If you're applying for like benefits and your child's name is on the your child's father's name is on the birth certificate, they put them on child support. You ain't got to worry about it. Okay, boo. I know you don't, but it's weird. And somebody already came in Lolo chat and said SNAP benefits is different than public assistance because it is, bitch. That's when people are like, oh, you're gonna have to go to work. Who gonna have to go to work, bitch? Not me. And I could get cash assistance. I qualify. I just don't receive it because it's not worth the headache. First of all, I don't even have to go to the work program because I take care of Nyla. So that's an automatic exemption. I just don't get it because that's petty money compared to the money that you could get. And it has nothing to do with any type. Well, everything is state benefit. Cash App is a donation. Loans, I ain't doing the PP loans. Uppity but never. Fall for that shit. Nope. But yeah, there are all type of cash things you can get. Like I don't even play the lotto, but if I did play the lotto and I was on public assistance, I would have to repay them that money that they gave me before I can get my earnings. Like you have to look into laws and stipulation. And like I told you guys, I was raised by my grandmother. One thing she did was look up laws and shit. She was on that shit. I can't give you guys all the free game. You got to do some fucking research for yourself. So sorry, I didn't see the person that had put that on the comment, but it's the truth. Food stamps is different than public assistance, and the reason why they even put that down there because they so mad. Let me put it on my page. They so mad. Mad. And you guys know I used to do this every Saturday. So the only people that was telling on themselves was the bitches and niggas that are state dependent. Like I said, I don't know how it goes for every state, just mine. And first of all, people worried about a marriage certificate. Nah, baby. I'm worried about good pussy management. I already told you guys the only bum I had a baby with was my son's father. Eric, the fuck? The rest, nah, baby. I need that John Hancock. Even though they never deny their children, but God forbid you croak. Nah, my kids is getting all of that. All of that. My older daughter's got a share now, but Nala, it's all coming to her. And Nala daddy a whole workaholic. I don't get every tax income, I don't see that money. That money goes straight into a bank for Nyla. Because he take care of me all year long. So I can't even argue with him. That part, talent, that part. Because that was the intention. They said that they was going to report it. I said, who are you going to report me to? Who are you going to report me to? Y'all want to dock so bad? Nala daddy ain't on child support because Nala doesn't receive any benefits, you idiots. You idiots. I don't got to report shit concerning Nyla. It's not their motherfucking business. The only thing the food stamp office wants to know is if I'm getting gifts, if I'm getting money. And even if I was to monetize my YouTube page, they don't feel in New York City, they feel like YouTube checks are too inconsistent because you do get paid off views. So if I get 100 views this month and 1,000 views next month, it's not a consistent check. So they don't count that shit. If anything at all, it will be counted as a gift. And gifts don't count against your shit. So I'm way too open. And like I told you guys, go find Nala Daddy number and call him. After you go through all that shit of trying to find Nala Daddy and his phone number, see if Nala stopped getting 1K a week. I promise you she ain't. I promise you she ain't. I don't got to report shit about my child. Y'all reporting y'all dusty ass niggas business. Mayor Detroit is a dusty ass, bitter ass nigga. He know all about state benefits because he probably been put on child support. They probably got the same rule in Chicago that they got in New York City. If you sign that birth certificate, you going on child support. Or not a stop. Or they put you on child support and made you take a DNA test. Either way that goes. But like I said, I didn't Nyla, turn it off. Turn it off, Nyla. Nyla, turn it off. Thank you. And you're about to get out. You're doing too much. Yeah, but they don't even know all my business. I'm not one of those CCs that come out here and be like, so-and-so cash out me. I got a cash app. Can y'all give me cash out? I get plenty of cash apps when it's necessary. But I don't be out here begging, making up all these scams. Y'all have never seen me come out here one time, and Nala has been sick, all type of shit. But she has a daddy that can provide for her. Provide for her. Okay? Just like when I moved to this apartment, now the daddy bought the bed. But before he even bought it, you trust and believe, I took out my savings. He just didn't know he's replacing the money. Only thing I did was the bed shit, but whatever. I just had to change the bed because they said she would have fell out the bed. Because the one I wanted to get her, everybody was against it. So the only thing I did was change the bed around. But that shit was in my savings because I told you guys I want to go on a cruise. I really do. So I got my cruise saving. But yeah, I don't got to. Y'all have nobody to report to concerning Nyla. SNAP is a form of public assistance, but it's not cash assistance. When you get cash assistance in New York City, then, because in New York City, they have a rule. You can't put your child on food stamps unless you ask for cash assistance. Before, they used to let you just apply for food stamps because when you're applying just for food stamps, it's less requirements. But now they got a new rule. If you want your child to receive food stamps, they gotta apply for cash too. And Nala could technically get away with it because she gets SSI, but I just don't have Nala on any type of paperwork because I don't want her dad having any ceiling because he does give great support to his child. There's no reason for the city to be in his business with his child that he provides for. He's always been a hardworking man. Since he came into the city, he came into New York City the right way. He was paid in, like I told you guys. His family has a history in the medical history. So they paid. His older sister came, his older brother. Nala dad is the baby of 10 kids. I'm the oldest of 10 kids. Her dad is the baby. And trust and believe that. Like I said, I only made one life-changing mistake with my son's father, but I was able to make up for that because I didn't repeat the same mistake. And my son has a great community of men. So y'all would never catch my son on here drinking his life away, begging grown-ass women, talking to y'all crazy, acting to see underclothes. Like I say, my son think Thelma from what's that called? Good Times is the sexiest woman ever, but he's looking for somebody in his age group with some similar features. Okay, and shout out to Uppity winning because I don't want my son dating out his race. So I'm gonna let my son go ahead and reach for his greatness. My son is grinding. My son already told me his goal is to get off of disabilities. He doesn't want to limit anyway, but he knows he has to move smart and wait till he get, grandfather in a job before he let go of everything. But that's my son's goal. My daughter she don't have no ceilings, Yeah. So it's not my fault that you guys don't understand that way. But yes, public assistance is a form of PA, but it's not PA. In New York City, if you say PA, that automatically means cash and food stamps. I get my food stamps proudly. I'm gonna get my reparation one way or other, and I'm not gonna pay what flex is it to brag about paying for food when that money can go to other things to take care of my kids, all my kids, because I have kids that are starting out in life. I want to give them the best cushion possible. Hey, vibrant love. So anyway, Nala's over here spilling water everywhere. Let me get her ready so we can go to this appointment. Lady, you guys, they can stay mad. I'm gonna find Nala daddy number and tell him to start supporting his child. So Uppity can be bitter like you bitches. Or he can get put on child support like the mayor obviously was. Lady, you guys. Because the city ain't gonna take care of your child for free. They gonna get that daddy. They can't touch my kid's father because Uppity got good pussy management. And I always learn from my mistakes. Only got one bad baby daddy. My son's daddy. Lady, guys.